Hello, my name is David R. Lewis. Welcome to Theater of the Mind. Today I have an excerpt from the second book in my trail series of westerns, NODAWAY TRAIL. After a long ride in heavy resistance, the marshals have arrested two sons of a notorious old outlaw, Clovis Waxler. Clovis and his gang have found them in a small town jail, and Clovis wants to take his boys back. Marion walked out onto the porch. I followed along. He looked over at Arkansas Bill Cole, still sitting in the chair like he done all night, I guess. I seen he had a badge on the front of his vest. Marion noticed it too. "Bill," he said, "I see you found some tin." "Never give it back," Bill said. "Been carrying it all these years in case I was needful of it." Marion smiled. "Looks good on you," he said. "Sets off my eyes," Bill replied, brimming his hat a mite. "Got some fellers from that bunch coming in for a parlay, I guess." Marion nodded. "You got it?" he asked. "All right," Bill said. Marion turned to me. "Reuben, I'll do the talking. You see me lift my hat. You shoot the team with that little 12 gauge. That'll upset everybody's apple cart." "Yes, sir." "Take the left side of the porch." I went over and stood leaning up against a post with my left side facing the street. That way I was a skinnier target for anybody that come up. Bill got up, moved about 10 feet to his right, and sat down again. In a minute or two, a buckboard come down the street with an old fella setting up in the bed of it in a big old chair. There was two riders behind the wagon and one on the left side. He caught my attention. He had on a skinny brim hat with a pinched crown and was some heavy set. His mouth was mostly covered up with a long black mustache, and he was wearing two Navy conversions in a double cross draw rig and had a coach gun laying over his saddle between him and the horn. It looked to me like he was smiling. The fella driving the buckboard pulled up to the rail and waited while them other two got off and tied their horses to the rear of the wagon. Then they swung down kindly a ladder-like affair on the end of that buckboard, and the old boy in the chair got up and hobbled back to where they stood, using a cane in each hand. They helped him get down that ladder and then spread out some. He worked his way around the wagon and up to about 20 feet from us, and then leaned on them canes pretty heavy and looked us over. The whole time, that fella with the mustache just sat and smiled. The old fella looked at Marion. "You got my boys locked up here," he said. "Anything's possible," Marion told him. "Who are you?" "Well, you know damn good and well who I am," the old man said. "I ain't never seen you afore. What's your name?" "I am Clovis Waxler, God damn it." "Oh, we got a couple of fellers named Waxler here in a cell," Marion said. "They any of your kin?" "You're about a smart-ass son of a bitch, ain't you?" Clovis said. "I want to talk to my boys." "Go ahead on," Marion said. "They're right through that window over yonder. They can hear you." "In private, God damn it." "Nope." "No? What the hell you mean, no? I got a right to talk to my boys in private." "You ain't got one right number one with me, mister," Marion said. "You talk to them shitheads on my terms, or you don't talk to them at all. You ain't in Nodaway County today." One of the boys yelled out the window then, "That bastard knocked out my teeth, Daddy." "The older they get," Marion said, "the harder it is to teach them manners. I reckon you failed them when they was children." "You killed 6 of my men, you son of a bitch," Waxler yelled. "I killed one of your men," Marion said. "This young man over here killed the other 5. It can stop there. It's up to you." Waxler took a minute to collect himself. "Maybe you don't understand," he said. "I'm going to get my boys. Ain't no doubt about that. Your boys killed one woman and cut up another one. They'll be going to trial if they live." "Them was just whores," Waxler shouted. "You ain't keeping my boys for a pair of no whores. I'll have them and I'll kill every one of you bastards before this is over." Things got quiet, and I heard Bill Cole speak up. "Why wait?" he said. Then come a shot, and the feller with the mustache pitched sideways off of his horse, a pistol slipping out of his grasp. Right behind that shot come two more, real quick, and Clovis Waxler fell. Marion and me both had guns to hand, and none of the rest of them fellas moved. About that time, Waxler started cussing. I looked at him then. He weren't hit at all, but one of his canes was splintered and broke. Arkansas Bill Cole had shot that cane right out from under him, just like that. Marion looked at them two fellas standing there. "Get him, and get that dead pistolero in your wagon too, boys. And then get out. When he settles down, tell the old man that if I see him again outside a courtroom, I'll shoot him. If he wants to take this to the grave, I'll damn sure be glad to oblige him." It took them boys a while to get that old fella carried up into the wagon, and he never stopped cussing the whole time. Once they got loaded, they didn't delay, but left town right smart. We watched them go, and Marion turned to Bill Cole. "Well, you ain't lost a step, have you?" he said. Cole smiled. "Wasn't nothing you couldn't have done," he said. "I don't know if I'd have tried it." "Well, I probably wouldn't have tried it neither," Bill said, "if I weren't in a hurry. That's why it took 2 shots. "Well, what are you in such a rush about?" Marion asked him. Bill stood up. "Damn it, Marion," he said. "I've had to piss for an hour. I didn't think you was ever going to shut up." He walked off the porch then and left us, laughing. You can find NODAWAY Trail and the rest of my Western series in a number of locations, as both an e-book or e-audio books. I'm David R. Lewis. Thanks for stopping by Theater of the Mind. You folks, watch your back trail.